At least it's clear. All right.
I hate humanity. Hi.
I feel that. I do. Now that we're live, that's a great way to start.
I hate humanity, so now we shall turn into small woodland creatures and have an adventure.
Welcome back to Humblewood, session 19. What the fuck happened with all of our time?
We spent shopping at Sprinkle Mart. Why? Because.
So, where we left off, you guys on your way to the Bandit Coalition made a pit stop in a town called Winton that you learned had been besieged for these past 3 nights by Noel, and decided that you were going to do something about this. So, saying goodbye to your friend Einar in that town, you set off into the woods, found a prehistoric chinchilla, and continued to the caves, where you discovered the Knoll hideout. You guys just straight lined it straight through that cave, where you found a individual being held by a bunch of gnolls, as well as a gnoll leader, plenty of other gnolls, some hyenas that you were able to pretty handily defeat. And after a brief conversation with the critters still within the cave, you guys have finished your battle and are now free to do as you wish. What
All
would
hail, demon goat.
that's what you'd like to do? Hail a demon goat. Okay.
No, I will become the demon goat again.
Oh god, yes, I forgot about the demon goddamn goat.
When you find out you can literally play as Satan. That's a level 5 druid.
But we were told of other captives in these caves.
You guys were informed that there was one other captive in the cave, and the Nar actually was able to sniff out the location with your saber leopard.
Nyxborn lynx, but yeah, it looks like saber-tooth because prehistoric.
Yes. And yeah, you're able to sniff out the other cave. Are you guys following Nar on this endeavor?
Got my guns out.
Probably a good idea, considering he is prehistoric child. Like, oh, he's running. Oh, he's running. It's like, where's that child's parent? Oh, it's me. Oh,
I'm just kind of hanging around.
Hold up. Did you just assume that you are Nar's parental guardian? You are not Nar's parental guardian. You do not have right to that.
I'm pretty sure Gwen's claimed that.
Oh yes.
Nobody is Nar's parental guardian. Nar is a hellish, chaotic 4-year-old and will live that way forever.
Oh, but I'm also your housekeeper there.
And we're back to Mrs. Doubtfire.
Okay,
Okay.
dear.
We need to play more often, dear.
Minnie,
Oh, hello,
I
dear.
just gave it to you.
Help is on the way, dear.
It is
Help is on the way. One of the joys of growing up with a wee healing granny. Help is on the way, dear. Did we level up, by the way?
No,
Did you level up? Not yet.
not yet.
Just in case I missed it.
Did we get a short rest?
You guys had not taken a short rest because Nar only has a certain amount of. No, you don't have a certain amount of time, but you did jump like immediately to track down.
I went immediately.
I think his food is ready.
I think so.
Food!
That was a food run. That was ooh nom noms.
Oh, I'm hungry.
All right, so you guys are following the
Oh, it's strong.
prehistoric links back through the cave tunnel that you had originally progressed past the room where you saw the hyenas to the following room after that on the left. One of the alleyways that you had decided to bypass. And find two other individuals that looked like they had been boarded up in this room. I'm not going to make you roll to smash down a wall or anything. And another figure that looks like it's just seriously hurt and on the ground. They look at you very scared at first, especially looking at the giant lynx, but seeing that you're not gnolls, are able to kind of settle down a little bit at your arrival, especially since you have the other individual who I think was a red panda.
Yeah. Master Shifu.
I thought it sounded cute. I threw it out there. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
So Zenzi's will look to the Mopok. Are these the people we're supposed to be looking for?
Yeah. Thanks. I think we're good. Thank you. I appreciate helping us out.
I mean, they don't look good, buddy. And she'll nod down. They look fucked up.
Yeah, well, Knowles. So
Gerald will go over to I'd say like one's kind of beat up, the other one's like on the ground, kind of bleeding.
Yeah, there are two that are sitting upright and one that is kind of prone and doesn't look good at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the one that is very, very heavily injured, and I'm going to cast a 2nd level healing word.
Okay.
So Gerald's gonna like kneel down, kind of prop them up, and then a very melodic, soft whistle as he will heal them for 10 healing.
Awesome. That's perfect. My mind is completely shot all of a sudden, and I don't know where my book is. So give me 1 second while I just pull out.
Sir, do you have a panini?
Nope.
No, not a panini. It's a calzone.
That's a calzone.
You're the one who left it open. Don't yell at me. Okay. Apparently, I'm being loud.
Hello, Jerome.
Jerome, you don't know loud yet.
Jerome, you ain't no shit. Try growing up with an Irish mother.
I don't know where my book is. My book is somewhere. I'll worry about that later. All right. So the figure that you healed is my mind completely blanked. It's a male strig that you're able to bring back up, and he is gasping and very, very sore. I mean, even though that's a shit ton of hit points for someone who's like a commoner,
He's still
they've been through a lot. They're not hardy adventurers. They're fucking farmers. So he's able to get up and
there you go.
I get what you're saying. We should put them out of their misery.
I don't know what I can do.
I will leave that decision up to you.
No, thank you. We're not murder hoboing it today.
Also, just realizing Mitch isn't here and none of you can understand me. Whee!
God, yeah.
Galen stayed back in the cave behind you.
Better hope Nar with the highest perception doesn't spot anything vital. What?
I think he's trying to speak to me. I know it. Look, you're really cute, but I don't know what you're saying.
What's that, Nar? Little Timmy fell down a well?
This is going to become the most entertaining game of charades I have ever ever experienced.
Nar did actually see someone fall down a well, but he's like, I think they understood me. And then he said something else. No, they just guessed.
Nar's inner monologue actually sounds like somebody from Downton Abbey.
I don't believe these Philistines are.
It's oftentimes that I look at these common folk and think to themselves, how can you live like this? What is your barbaric language? And why do you always look at me as if I'm small and fluffy and cute? Oh yes, it's because I fucking am.
Ah,
And did I fucking mention I am baby?
I am also baby. Caesar shining in the distance. Tally ho! I spy riches. It's a bug. Ha ha!
Onwards to battle. I'm quite the bigot.
Ah yes, Downton Abbey. Here's his bottle clink. Drink.
All right, so the two other individuals in this cave help up the Strig who is on the ground, gather with the Mawpox. It's my fucking book won't open, which is a little bit annoying. But that's
Damn you, literature! Let me read.
Not at all frustrating.
In these last few streams, all I'm going to be known for is the guy who, for some reason, keeps waving a sword around, or a sword-shaped object. I hate to call this a sword. It's very small.
That's not a
I don't know what my dark saber is.
I have my book now. Hooray.
That's a sword.
That's Oathkeeper.
Oathkeeper. I also have Longclaw, Ice, and Needle.
I would actually really like Widow's Wail. Because
I've ordered Widow's Wail. Widow's Wail will be here soon.
awesome.
I have Orcrist and Sting, but they're sitting with all my props on the
Oh,
other
my
side.
Lord of the Rings collection. I have Narsil. I have Shut up, phone. I have Orcrist. I have Sting. I have Glamdring, and my most recent one that I got the Witch King's sword.
Ooh. The ones I have are the foam prop ones that just get beat to shit. I hope to get like the actual like replicas in the future.
Because
Those will be hung on my wall.
Because my stepdaughter's 5 years old, I am only getting LARP versions right now. I'm only getting foam ones because like if she runs into one of them, then like they'll just fucking take her head off. As much as sometimes I dream about decapitating the little bitch, like I still love her to death.
You don't want to actually.
Yeah, we are live.
For legal purposes, I've never once considered murdering a child. I love my stepdaughter. If I could work some kind of biological magic to make her mine, I would do it in a heartbeat.
However, she's 5. You understand.
However, she also meows when people ask her questions.
Okay, but okay, I feel that on a spiritual level.
It's like you just look at them. What?
I have never empathized so hard with a 5-year-old in my whole life.
And you have chips to go with your.
Right, this is just gonna look around and wondering when the fuck we're gonna leave this cave because there are still those ochre jellies somewhere.
Is there any
There are
bones?
still slimes.
Is there any bones around the cave?
Make a perception check.
Yes.
And are you only looking in like this general area where the captured townspeople are? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm 4 years old. I don't think beyond what I can see in front of me. 15 plus. Oh wait, no. Oh no, wait. I still have my intellect, so it's 15 plus 9. That is 24.
There are scattered remains throughout this cave.
I want to pick up a bone and start chewing.
Okay, and I'd say again, I didn't say bones, I said remains. Some of them are awful fresh. Just gonna throw that out there as you say this.
Fresh as in humanoid fresh or fresh as in animal fresh?
Fresh as in a couple of them are probably other townspeople.
I mean, I get it, right? But Nar doesn't know better.
Nar is literally Chopper from Rebels.
Oh my god, Norris Chopper.
Nar commits war crimes. You cannot change my mind.
Just wait until I take Magic Adept and I can cast Enlarge on myself, then turn into a giant ape.
Did you say
I am
that
King Kong!
sounds pretty gnarly. It sounds gnarly.
That joke has been made every session that I've played this character.
And that's why I'm making it again.
How dare you? Repeated jokes aren't funny unless you're me.
Zinzi just keeps an eye out for the fucking slimes.
Yeah, I'm not picking up
Shifty
any
bastards.
bones. However, I will turn back into Nar.
Okay. So you decide not to eat their friends.
Hi, Mom!
I was about, I was,
Mom's
I was
muted.
I was about to say, wow, Hannah, you look so different.
Oh, she hasn't muted. Uh-oh, it's muted.
Oh, you're muted. You're muted, Hen.
Oh my god, she even does the thing.
She gave us the mom finger.
No, it's because Hannah
Is that
does
is that
too.
is that like an American thing? Because over here, if somebody says that you're getting the mum finger, what that means is that this coupled with these are getting wrapped off the back of your head.
There we go.
Hey. Hi.
No, no, no,
I'm
no.
talking to your friends. But I
No,
had
what
to
she did
unmute
was
and I
what
didn't.
Hannah does
We're like,
is
My
the,
dad!
Oh my god! It's the cool dad! It's the cool dad! Yes! Dude, you're really cool. You're really cool.
Yeah, that was smooth.
No,
my
like,
God.
What did
like
you tell them
honestly,
what you got?
Hannah has told me about her dad, and like, I'm just like, your dad is fucking awesome.
what about me? I'm cool.
Yeah, well,
I'm the
yeah.
one who bakes
Oh.
chocolate for her.
Yeah,
but I don't get that chocolate, so
Hannah has my address. You can always mail some to me. I will
Oh,
not
that's
complain.
awesome. That's awesome. Now, where in Scotland are you from?
sorry, that mouthful of chips right there. Originally I'm from the Shetland Isles, but
Oh,
I now
wow.
live I now live in central West Scotland, a place called Motherwell. So this is why my accent's a bit more intelligible.
Oh, very
When
cool.
I actually speak, no one can understand me.
Sure. Well, yeah.
we've had to learn to translate.
The easiest way the
we have
easiest way
beer-
to explain it is the fat kid from Brave. I can understand him.
We have dear friends from Glasgow, Berthen Central, and we've been all over Cumbernauld and Kilsyth and all that. So yeah, so we've
What's
been
it
there.
called?
And, yeah, the first time-
Cumbernauld.
Yeah,
Sorry, I love
Cumbernauld.
Cumbernauld. I love Cumbernauld.
The first time we got our education in trying to pick up a strong accent when we met Jackie Cochran. She's 34. She has 4 wee wains. We're like,
She's probably for somebody like Falkirk. Yeah, she's probably
what?
for up
Like,
there.
what is
About
it?
that.
She had to repeat it 3 times. We're like, what's up? What?
Oh my god.
Awesome. Very
Oh,
nice to meet you guys. We
Nice
hear
to meet you.
nothing but weirdness about you, and we believe it all.
I would
Yeah.
expect
Excellent.
nothing less.
Set it all up. Yeah.
Okay. We brought her chocolate cake shots, so
Yeah.
now we're gonna let her stay with you drunk, and we're gonna go drink. Peace out.
Cheers.
This is the best way. We
Hold
love
on,
you.
wait. Wait, give me a hug.
Slanjava.
Okay, that was awesome.
I love you
Hannah's
guys.
parents.
It threw me off is that whenever
Can I just be adopted by Hannah's parents? Like, is 28 too late to be adopted?
I don't know.
I mean,
they're trying to shove me out of the house as soon as the pandemic is over.
I mean, technically, I'm halfway there. I mean, one of my parents is gone. Surely the other one's not going to be far behind.
Not often does a campaign get interrupted, but that was fucking worth it. That was amazing.
I did.
Also,
Okay, I don't know if you guys heard it, but I screamed because I didn't expect to see my mother in my chair. I just saw a person. I went,
No, it was still muted, and we were trying to
Okay.
help her unmute it because she wanted to talk to us.
yeah.
So I've been doing the mum
The
finger.
best thing is that like
Yeah, she gave us the mom finger. Like, hold
yeah,
on.
she put her hand up.
hold on.
No, the thing that she did that you definitely got from her, she put her finger up, then she did this, then she did the head dip. She had to dip her head. And exactly like, oh my god. It's like, oh my god.
Welcome to my life with my parents.
For a moment, I thought you put your Kiera wig on. I was like, wait, no.
Hold up.
Because you two look so alike. I had to double take. I'm like,
That's
wait,
what I did.
that's Mom.
I was like, I'm not wearing my glasses, but even with that, I'm pretty sure hair doesn't grow that fast.
Unless you've been
Feel
wearing a short wig this whole time.
My mother, she calls me her mini-me because it looks like we were cloned, that I was cloned from her because we just look so much alike.
I can 100% never be allowed to meet your father in person. It's not allowed to happen. I'm going to be in Florida in like a handful of months. Like, this is the terrifying thing. I'm going to be in Fort Lauderdale.
Come say hi.
I can't be allowed. I won't leave. I won't leave.
Look, my mother will cook and bake, and my dad will be in like the coolest of conversations, deep conversations with you.
Yes. Love it. Anyway. Sorry, I turned back into Nar.
I am looking furiously to make sure the fucking slimes have not approached.
Make a perception check.
Okay, I don't feel like getting out my physical dice tonight.
Can I give assist on that?
Wait, assist, so that means I get advantage?
Yep.
All right.
There we go. I did something useful.
Right now that I found my book.
Hey, thank you for the assist, because that's a 19.
Nice.
Yeah.
You cannot hear any approaching slimes. You can't see any approaching slimes.
I still just have both my guns ready. I don't trust it. But there's no slimes in sight.
I'm going to pick up the nearest thing to me that remotely resembles the shape of a boomerang and take out my other boomerang and do this. Copy and Zinzi's. Okay. Has it still got feathers on it?
A couple.
What? I can't understand you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Our Corbin friend who can translate is indisposed of. I'm pretty sure he left his dead body back in the other room. I didn't see him alive. Did you guys see Galen alive at all?
Galen was alive. I think he found a book.
I'm sure he was alive.
Yeah, he's probably fine.
Then why is he not here to translate?
Like I said, he probably found a book. He probably looked down at a book and then hasn't looked up yet. He'll soon raise his head, realize we're not there, and be very panicked.
We have more pressing matters that don't involve books, okay?
That's very fair. We need to get these people out of the cave.
Nar has stood still for precisely too long. He's now going to leave this place and try and find something else.
Oh my god.
Okay, just for the hell of it. So you're at the opening of the cave.
Mm-hmm.
You came from the right just now.
Mm-hmm.
From the left when you first came into the cave. Which direction are you going? Right or left?
So we're near the other side of the cave. Like the other end.
So
right.
You guys fought to the right.
Okay.
But the entrance is to the left. Where are you going?
Then I'll go left.
Okay.
I've already been to the right. I will go the other direction. Frantically. Like a 4-year-old on speed.
Cool. Does anyone want to roll a perception check to see if you noticed? And Nar, are you rolling stealth or are you just leaving?
I'm about as stealthy as a 4-year-old can be, so no.
So it's a really low DC for anyone who wants to see if they notice Nar leave.
That's a 16.
Wait, what are we rolling?
To see if you can find Nar as he's walking out the door.
What do I roll though?
Oh,
perception.
16?
16, okay.
2 16s.
15.
15, yep, okay.
15.
What? 15? You all watch as you're having this conversation and trying to make sure these survivors are comfortable. The 4-year-old's fucking left. He's gone.
Who left the child unsupervised this time?
I think
You watched him leave the cave. You watched him leave the cave and go to the left, so you know where he's going.
Wait, do I know what's to the left though?
The left is towards the direction you guys originally came. So there's
Okay.
a few ways that he could get lost over there.
We need to go catch up with him.
I should go follow him.
I'll come with you. I'll come with you. Gwen, Gerald, could you help with the survivors cave? Thanks, bye. And I go with Red.
Yay.
To the fucking child.
Fluffy Tail Squad.
I'll
Be safe.
let's get them out of this bloody cave before any more gnolls pop up.
Okay, so Gwen and Gerald, you are going.
Oh.
Okay, so you guys
You'd frozen for a moment. You're good now.
behave. Behave. So Gerald and Gwen are helping the survivors leave the cave.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you two just kind of gather them up and you do head off to the left because you know that's the way out that you guys had initially come. And everyone else runs after Nar, who had a head start. Nar, you come to a point where you can either go left, go straight, go right, or you can go back into the river and out of the cave.
What was the second option?
Straight.
That one.
Okay.
Not even a hesitation, just like yeah.
And I'm assuming because you are a child, your memory regarding any conversations that took place, not that good.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, so you go straight. Does anyone follow?
Which way does straight lead again?
Remember where you found the little trails of
Oh,
smoke?
oh shit! Zenzi screams out as she runs after.
I'm sitting here like, wait a minute.
That's where it leads.
Yeah, Zenzi's just going shit.
Whoa,
She's
whoa,
cursed
whoa.
In a while.
Language.
All right. Well, so Nar, your speed is 30.
What?
Is your walking speed 30, I'm assuming?
My walking speed is. Yes, 30.
All right, so Zinzi's and Narg move at about the same speed.
Uh-huh.
Red, are you keeping pace with Zinzi's or are you getting ahead to catch up? Because I think yours is faster.
Wait, who are you talking to?
Red.
Ah, sorry. Like the words like went through my ears and out the other.
I think those chocolate shots finally hit you.
I was waiting for it. I was about to say you, my dear, you.
Sorry. Repeat the question.
What's your walking speed? What's your base speed?
My walking speed.
Yeah, she's
40.
drunk.
40?
40.
All right, are you staying in line with Zinzi's in the chase or are you trying to catch up to Nar?
Well, I'm red, so it's kind of hard to not spot me. So she'll probably like go a little ways ahead, but not too far to where Zinzi's can't see her.
Okay. All right, I'm just trying to see how far. All right, so as you are proceeding through this cave, it's becoming darker, but at the same time not, because you're starting to get some fluorescent lichen and mushrooms and just glowing shit all along the walls. It's actually very It's almost like this purpley and greeny and teal colors fading through the walls. Do you keep going?
Apparently, Nar is not scared of the dark, so yes.
All right.
In
I
for
mean,
a
you grew up
penny, in for a pound.
You've mostly known caves in your life, so that does make sense. So you keep traveling. Are you going to slow your pace at all, or are you still at a full gallop?
I think being honest, he probably would slow down because like all the fluorescent lights, he's probably like.
Okay, so and it is kind of starting to hit a little bit closer to a downhill, as you're traveling. So Nar slows down, leaving Zinzi's and Red a chance to catch up. Gwen and Gerald, at this point, you guys have seen your friends go straight, and you know the way you came in. The river is right off to the right hand side, that side of this particular cave. That what would you two like to do?
Oh dear. I wonder if what's his face? The missing member of our team. So sleeps a lot. I wonder if they're if they need assistance or if we should follow the children. What say you, Gerald, who was muted?
Well, it's a hard sell. We should at least get them to the cave. Have we gotten them at least outside of the tunnels?
So the entrance to the tunnel itself is right next to where this cave kind of branches off and down, and you can actually already see the light over the river right next to you guys. You also do remember that up to the left is another path, and you could feel fresh air coming down that way, so you know there is a way out up there. You just haven't explored it.
Which was the path that the other survivors was supposed to be in?
You guys already found them.
Oh, okay.
You found them, you're with them, and you're leading them out. Now,
oh, okay, then yes.
At a point where you can easily just, I'm metagaming a little bit. You're at a point now where you can easily go, all right, if you go out there, you're back out of the cave and can probably find your way home from here. Or you can lead them out of the cave and say, fuck it, you guys are on your own. It's up to you.
Gwen is going to repeat all of that to these people, including the fuck it, you're on your own thing. Here you are, dears. You enjoy some fresh water from the creek. Gerald, don't be in it. And if you want to wait for us, we'll be out shortly. Otherwise, feel free to make your way back. We've taken care of most of the gnolls, as far as I'm aware, but better to be safe than sorry. I'll be making tea once we get back to the village, so.
They're kind of supporting each other, and they look over you both. Thank you so much. We really appreciate this. And they head out along the river and out of the cave, as far as you know. Safe.
Maybe don't go too far. Lazy bastards. All right, let's go find the wee ones.
Well, we won.
I will say at this point, Galen does catch up.
Yay.
With Gwen and Gerald. He's realized that you've fucked off and left him, and he's a bit skittish and just, no, you guys have seemed to have left me behind.
I thought you fell asleep.
I saw you pick up a book. Did you keep staring at the book? You kept staring at the book, didn't you?
Well, actually, I was looking over the body of the leader.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's keep going.
All right, so you guys start heading after Nar and Red and Zinzi's?
Yes.
Yeah.
All All right. At this point, because Nar has slowed down, Red and Zinzi's, you guys were able to catch up with him.
Where do you think you're going? Wait, don't answer that. I know it shit. Where's Galen?
No.
Meet him.
No. What? Where are you going?
Really hear you.
Sorry. Let me do that again.
Look, you're very cute, but I can't understand a word you're saying.
Nar in his own language. You know, you're really, really cute, but I can't understand a word you're saying.
As they're talking, I'm just gonna look around to see if there's any slimes.
Okay, make a perception check.
Nerds.
Fuck. 12.
Don't really see any.
You shouldn't stay down here too long.
We should get back to the group. I don't think that we should split up.
No,
For very long.
especially since there's possibly slimes down here.
Right. Come on now. Let's go.
Hold up. Antler. Okay. Red, as you like, come on. Nar's just going like, because Nar has a 6-foot vertical. I'm gonna onto your shoulder.
I keep forgetting he's so tiny.
Mine?
Wait, he just puts his hand on your shoulder?
No, he jumps up onto your shoulder.
Oh. Point up.
Unless, are you taller than 6 foot?
No.
That I can make the jump. I have a 6-foot vertical.
There you go.
Unless, of course, you don't want him to sit on your shoulder.
Nah. She'll be like,
okay.
All right. Let's go, I guess.
He's just gonna like sit really excitedly and just be like,
yes.
Holding on to his ears like
holding on to your ears.
No, he's holding on to his own ears.
Oh. Zinzi's just shakes her head and starts heading back out of the tunnel.
Okay. So, Red, are you also heading out of the tunnel?
Yes.
Okay.
You get halfway down the tunnel that takes us a minute to travel down, and Nar's already lying on his back, like, oh my god, are we there yet?
All right, so you guys are able to meet up. You're not quite out of this particular tunnel yet, but you are able to meet up and see each other.
That's our brother.
Zinzi's is just gonna glare at Galen, who's finally joined us.
He's very awkward in his.
All right. So what are we going to do now?
Well, have the villagers been sent back to town?
Aye, they haven't gotten far.
We still need to head towards the coalition, so...
Did we did explore everything here?
What?
Oh, there may be treasure or something.
I'm not gonna go back down a friggin' tunnel full of slimes for treasure, okay?
What if it's good treasure?
Zinzi starts heading towards the exit of the cave, even as Gwen's speaking.
Well, we know Zinzi's boat is back to the village. Well, we haven't been set upon by more gnolls, which probably would have heard the commotion we made earlier. So there may not be any least left in the cave.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Still worth a look.
I'm more concerned with getting the civilians back safely. These, I really also don't want to be lost. I don't want to be lost. Find a turnaround, and then end up back with the slimes anyway. Yep, right, bastards.
Okay, Gerald. Freudian slip. Where's your sense of adventure?
Outside the cave.
Not table talk or anything. I think we should continue. Slimes are very valuable, you know.
Zinzi's is further and further away.
Well, I can't let the squirrel with guns run off. We can consider coming back. I just do need to have difficult conversations. He kind of looks off to the side for a long moment. No, I have to go have difficult conversations. I can't just get lost in a cave and avoid it. I thought about it for a moment there. Besides, gnolls generally don't hang on to much unless it's something for killing. And if we had something, they probably would have kept it with their boss. The bosses like to look at the shinies.
All right, well, I'm going to scurry ahead. And she scurries ahead.
Ahead where?
Yeah, are you going into the cave or out of?
Gwen wants to explore a little bit more. So if no one else wants to join her, that's fine. She's a big girl.
Are you specifically, because this part of the cave, you guys know, everyone but Nar, because he's got the attention span of a gnat, know that this particular part is going to lead to some form of slime.
I don't have the attention span of a gnat. I have the attention span of a gnar.
Ah.
I should have seen that coming. You do know that there are other areas in the cave to explore as well, that may or may not have dangers. You don't know.
Right.
You guys also didn't exactly check out the room where you defeated all the gnolls at all. So that's an option. So are you specifically looking at this part of the cave, or are you going to find somewhere else?
Where's the part that has the possible other entrance or exits?
Just all right. You know what? I'm gonna do it.
If the paths are fingers, is it like the middle finger or the index finger?
I'm gonna just show you. Let me do some zoomy zooms, and then I'll show you.
Save your tears for another day.
All right, you guys are about here at this point, past all the lichen.
Mm-hmm.
You could keep going into the cave, and that's where the slimes are. You could come out of the cave and go this way, and that's where you know is a definite exit. You can come up this way, and you know there is an exit there. You just don't know where. Or you can go back here where you already were. Or you can go down this way, but when you talk to the beetles said that that has a sharp drop.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you know.
The beetles. Gwen, is anyone else going to join Gwen if she stays by herself? I know 2 people are trying to exit.
Mm-hmm.
AKA Galen and Red. And
Well,
Nar, what are you guys doing?
Galen's gonna go with the majority because Galen's not here.
Right.
And the other two people are currently indisposed of right now. I don't know what they went off to do.
Okay. I mean, I am going to. Gwen is going to stay and explore a little bit. If no one stays with her, then she'll probably go back to the area we've already been to. If people join, then she'll go down the tunnel that has the airflow.
Okay, I'm assuming you can see my mouse.
Yeah, sorry, one second.
So you would go this way or this way.
So that way is the way we came from, right?
Yep.
And then yeah, so the middle path is where
Okay. If people come with you.
If people come with me, yeah.
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
Those are my options.
All right. While we wait for Red and Gnar to come back, Zinzi's and Gerald, you guys keep walking out of the cave completely?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I hold. I'll like hold like once we actually get to the river, I'll kind of hold there and see what everyone else wants to do. As long as we're not going back towards the slimes, if we want to check out the other exit, that's fine. But
oh, Zinzi's keeps going. She ain't going anywhere near those slimes.
Okay. Zinzi's, as you walk out of the cave completely, you notice that there are a couple of those that you rescued that are heading, 3 of them are heading in towards the village, and one of them has kind of branched off, probably a trader who is going a different direction. You don't really know.
A trader?
Trader, Trader.
Enunciation is important.
Trader. Traitor.
Traitor? There's a traitor? Get him.
I was about to invoke justice. Oh my god. I will.
You don't know where this one's going, but they're just going off in a slightly different direction.
I figure they know where they're going, so I'm just going to wait outside the cave for everyone else.
Okay.
Right, like I said, you would have to drag Zinzi's kicking and screaming to get anywhere near those slimes.
All right. Nar, we can ask when he comes in, but Red. Gwen has expressed interest in exploring some of the cave, not the part with the slime. She's turning away from that, but some of the other areas that you have not gone, or even just checking out the area where you guys had the larger battle that you guys didn't get to the loot or anything. While Zinzi has walked the fuck out of the cave, which direction are you interested in going?
Who's going with Zinzi's?
So far, nobody.
No one. Okay. Then she'll stick with Zinzi's.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And then when Nar comes back, we'll do that. In the meantime, do you guys want to take a quick break while we wait?
Sure.
But who gives a fuck?
Maybe Mitch will wake up by then.
Maybe.
I mean,
should I spam call him again?
He has got such a rough schedule. Like,
yeah,
true.
I feel bad for him.
He told me well in advance that he would probably be late because he's been having such a hard time sleeping. So I'd rather he worry about self-care.
Yeah, of course. Break time.
Breaks brought to you by Honey Roasted Peanuts. Oh, come at me.
Please sponsor us.
Sponsors. They're delicious.
Sorry, my brain decided to leave the chat as soon as game started.
That's okay.
I hate that this happens.
It's all right. Doesn't bother me.
Why do I not believe you?
Oh, help me.
Is what it is. All right, Nar. You were on Red's shoulder.
Yeah.
Gerald is now standing by the river. Zinzi's and Red were heading out of the cave, but Gwendolyn seems to be interested in continuing to explore. What do you think Nar would do? Not to go back into the cave with all the shiny lichen, but to find some, either go back the way you guys came, where you had the big fight, or one of the other passageways.
Honestly, Nar would probably just stick with Red and Zinzi's.
Okay. All right.
Like Nar's perception of the moment in time is the person I'm sitting on is moving this direction. Cool.
Okay. Gerald, knowing that Nar and Red have gone with Zinzi's, does that change what you would do a little bit or no?
I will follow the grandmother. Because I'm also concerned that what chaos she can get up to on her own.
You call me a grandmother?
I was waiting for it.
I may be old enough to be your grandmother, but I will still slap you upside the head.
Yeah, well...
Yeah, she's Tia Gwen. It's fine.
It's the grandmother, that's right.
Tia.
Yeah.
Auntie.
Well, Tia.
My son doesn't have children yet.
That you know of.
That I know of.
Which makes me think, Gwen, we haven't talked about that. How old exactly is your son?
Like, graduated high school, going to college age.
Yeah, I just wanted a general idea as to what you were thinking. Okay.
Also, almost definitely homosexual.
God, my father is trying to start the snowblower in the fucking house.
Okay, good luck with that. Also, what, Gwen?
I was just gonna say he's almost certainly a homosexual.
Good to know.
Almost certainly. Gwen smothered him to almost death. I mean,
it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait
what
until
do
we.
you do?
I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I have such plans.
Yay!
Such plans. All right. So Gerald and Gwen are going into the cave, and I'll say, because it's pretty evenly split, I'll say Galen goes with you as well.
Okay.
Everything's fine. He's not starting it in the actual house. He's in the garage, but the door to the garage is open. You can hear it like he's in the next room. I'm just like, what?
Yeah. Cardamom monoxide poisoning is a real thing.
That is not for carpets.
We put it in the house so it could warm up.
Yeah. That's. I mean, you don't want frozen gasoline.
No,
that's not good.
So, but no. I am following Gwendolyn. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So
maybe Gwen's gonna sort of like waddle towards the area that we've already been to, just so we can give it like a once over, because we did kind of just like the children are escaping. The child is escaping. Where's the child?
Like that, and we were trying to find anyone that was like there.
Yeah.
Right, you guys go back towards where the battle took place.
Yeah, because that you described that as kind of like a lair place that has like beds and chests and stuff like that.
It's kind of a modge podge of broken furniture, and there's some blankets and some shit that they've obviously scavenged.
Okay.
But if you'd like to head into the room and make perception checks, I will make one for Galen. Let me pull up his character sheet real quick.
Okay.
Just so that he can also participate in this and give you guys a little extra bonus.
Okay. And do we have advantage because we have time, or no?
No, this is going to be a straight roll, but I will say you can make it a perception or investigation, either one.
A roll. 19.
Okay.
I was just being greedy.
Which one is it? One of them is really good. His perception is +1 and his investigation is +8. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
I knew one of them was really good. Okay, so he got a dirty 20. All right. Gerald, what did you get? Perception or investigation? Gerald,
Yeah.
perception or investigation for this room?
I think my investigation is better. It is. Oh, it's much better. 25.
Shit. Okay.
I have a +9 to investigations.
What is your base roll? Just out of curiosity.
My base roll?
You said it's a +9?
I have a +9. That would be a
Okay. 16? Okay.
Well, like it's weird because for some reason, I don't know why, but my dice roller, like I'm using the D&D Beyond dice roller, it doesn't roll the dice at me anymore. It just gives me the result.
Okay, that's fine. For the, gotta make sure I'm on the right one. All right, so for Gwen, as you're looking around, you see there's a lot of broken open boxes, some crate. Holy shit. You find scattered all together. Holy shit. 39 gold pieces.
Oh.
Because I rolled really fucking well.
39 golds. Gwen can deal with that. Real quick question. Nate, were the online dice that you were using temporary or trial period?
No, because I have an active subscription to D&D Beyond.
Okay. Maybe check your.
Thing is, like, when I actually roll on the side, like you actually roll an actual die, like a regular straight D20, then it'll work. But when I click my skills,
oh, weird.
Yeah, it sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't do it.
Good times. All right. I found 39 gold. Sorry. Oh, I found a bunch of gold here. Did you find anything, Gerald?
It's an excellent question.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to you in just a second. You can add 43 gold to that because that's what Gerald has found as well. Oh, oh, and he shall appear.
God, he actually lives.
It's alive.
Are you awake enough to play? Because we totally understand.
I am now awake enough to play.
Are you awake enough to live, though? That's the real question.
Are any of us, Paige?
He woke.
You want to talk about real questions? Let's start with the big one.
All right. Well, just so you know, you guys took the survivors off to the surface, and then you and Gwen and Gerald have gone back into the original cave that you were in to do some investigating around, where you rolled a dirty goddamn 20. So be happy with that. So you just found 42 gold.
Cool.
Wait, 42 or 43?
42.
Okay. And then how much did Gerald? Oh, sorry. You didn't do Gerald yet, right?
I did not do Gerald yet.
Well, I'm just taking notes.
Yeah. You also found, Galen, a couple like broken and smash vials, stuff like that. But you do find hidden pretty well, 2 tucked under a box that apparently the Knolls had missed, 2 potion bottles that are filled with a red swirly liquid. They look to be regular healing potions.
I wonder what those could be.
Well, hold, please.
Good morning.
My voice mod opens up immediately when my computer's starting up everything.
Oh no.
And it's attacking me.
You spooked yourself, didn't you? That's what I did too. It's like, oh, it's
okay, but it would be so in character if you started speaking with the vibrato mod.
Wait.
That's what Galen sounds like.
You're correct.
Yeah. Is it a little loud?
Is
it loud? Sorry.
Hello.
You guys are fine.
Turn off Hear Myself.
I'm. There we go. Everything froze.
Everything froze, but was still.
But okay, Mitch, you missed it. My parents crashed the game.
Yes, they did. It was amazing.
It was adorable.
Very helpful.
Just stepped away.
I missed the good shit. Fuck.
It was about 5 minutes of mom trying to figure out how to unmute.
Also, so many of you missed me. Not me falling out of my chair yesterday. My chair snapping in half and yeeting me onto the floor. The chair is officially dead. I'm now sitting on a music bench. Well, I'm not on my bed, but now I have to use my music bench as my chair until my new chair arrives.
I would have actually paid to see that. I would have paid to see you just absolutely cunt it right out your chair.
And the best part was that the visual that Paige and the others got was not just like me on the floor. It was me with my legs in the air, just because I just got fell right over. I'm just like, ow.
Just into the ground like a fucking dart.
Absolutely. Sack of shit.
So, Sarah, I found 2 small vials of really swirly
Regular healing potions.
regular healing potions.
You know well enough that they are.
Yeah. And 42 gold, yes?
Yes.
Good.
42.
And Gwen had found some gold earlier. I'll leave it up to you guys to keep track of your gold, decide how to divide it. That's up to you.
What did Gerald find? We haven't gotten there.
42 DS.
We are about to get to there now.
Yeah.
So, Gerald, as you are walking around the room, you kind of are scanning the walls with your hand as you're going, and you start to notice that on one of the walls, it's not necessarily thinner, but it's more hollow on the other side. You can tell that there's something there.
Knock, knock, knock.
You hear some of the stones falling behind it.
Hello.
You gotta like make sure no one's standing next to him. Shove.
Roll a strength check.
Wait a minute. That's my strength. That's not bad. I was in that 20. So 23 total.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of strength. Strength is not my forte.
It does take some serious effort because, I mean, it's pretty packed in there. But you are able to push and shove enough that you are able to push it through and stumble and roll with the wall as it falls. Other side.
Myself through the wall.
And there is a fairly thin, narrow tunnel in front of you.
Oh yeah, Galen's finding gold and potions. Gwen's on the other side. You know, oh, I found some gold. They just hear like crash of stone and dirt going. Ah!
Oh, there was one other thing that I forgot. Gwen, what was your roll again?
19.
Okay, yeah. So you do find, amongst the coins that you find, there is one of them that doesn't look quite like the rest of the gold coins.
Unique gold coin.
After the commotion kind of settles down, Gerald pokes his head back out of the now doorway. I found the sacred passageway.
Ooh, secret tunnel.
Sacred tunnel.
I had to.
It's amazing. It's perfect. I am not complaining.
All Zinzi's and Ray can hear as we come back up. Sacred tunnel. So I'm gonna have a look. If you hear screaming, probably run. Don't bother with me. Run.
Make a perception check first as you are standing in the entranceway.
Okay, perception. Hold on. Okay, well, 16.
Okay, 16. Just you notice as you're heading through this tunnel, it's pretty cramped even for you, and you do hear rushing water as you're heading down the tunnel, but it's not like it's right in front of you. You keep heading down the tunnel and it starts to lead up a little bit and off to the it curves off to the left. You keep going?
Yes.
All right. You come to the end of this tunnel and it's gotten to the point where it's pretty cold here. But at the very end of the tunnel, it comes to an end. Looks like the bottom of the whatever this is that was naturally carved out or somehow carved out. All you really see is a pile of very, very small bones and a bit of dirty, old, reddish fabric.
May I inspect the fabric?
You pick it up?
Yeah.
All right. You pick it up and it looks to be a stuffed animal of some kind. It actually looks like a little stuffed dragon.
Oh no. Tiny bones.
Does the bones look appropriate for a child or?
It looks to be probably, well, actually make an investigation check.
Oh, good. I'm good at those. We found that out today. Secret tunnel.
I want the dragon.
18.
18? Yes, these look like they very easily could be child bones. They are very, very old. Not just in the fact that they're old bones, but like what's left of the clothing, just historic old.
Gwen is gonna send her familiar down the tunnel just to like make sure that Gerald has some backup.
Okay.
So this is it just at the end of the tunnel, or is there like a little like alcove at the end of the tunnel?
No, there's no alcove. And actually that sound of rushing water that you're hearing, if you touch the wall behind where the bones are, it's very cold. You can probably guess that that's where the river ends.
So I'm like behind the waterfall, but like that's.
So whatever waterfall is happening, it's on the other side of that wall.
Is there anything else in the room?
No.
A hummingbird.
Yeah, a small hummingbird comes up behind you.
Pat, pat.
I hope he's all right, Galen.
I'm sure he can take care of himself.
Uh,
Can't he?
That's a good question, dear. I have no idea.
How bad a shape is this little dragon in?
Actually, despite how long that body's been there, it doesn't look that bad. It looks pretty good. It's dirty.
Yeah, boy needs a good wash. There's no other fabric. It's just bones, or like.
It's bones and old fabric from whatever clothing was on the creature. And
Is there anything distinct about the fabric that was on the body?
make a history check.
Okay. Do I have that? Kinda. Fuck. 23. I rolled a 19.
Holy shit. All right, give me 1 second.
Let me Google this.
Now I need to like deep dive into some of the lore.
Ooh. Does it seem like chinchilla?
No. The fabric would be dust.
All right, let me. Right, so instead of constantly trying to deep dive into the hardcore lore, I'll tell you some of the stuff I know off the top of my head for this. So, the realm that you live in, Humblewood and Everden is what it's called, has been around for thousands of years. And the bird folk population and the humble folk were two different societies originally. And when this was thousands of years ago. And during that time is when the Scorched Grove was first created. It first started to spark up. And in that happening, the bandit coalition was initially formed by people who had been misplaced, and it was mostly humble folk. And that was also when bird folk and humble folk combined. Based off of the clothing, you can probably guess that whoever this was alive during the time when those two cultures merged, because it's not as integrated in any of the designs that you can see that are still fresh on the fabric. It looks like whoever this was is just a purely bird folk society.
But the cloth is it's not salvageable at all. It's just kind of brittle and old.
It's brittle. It's you touch it and it's falling apart.
Is there anything other than the little dragon? Like a little
dragon in the bones.
You say it's like dirt and bones. Does it look like someone was buried here, or does it look like it was like the dirt just kind of went over it after time?
It looks more like time is what has resulted in whatever form of burial this skeleton may have it had, and even that it's just barely.
Gerald will. I think I have some. I think I have candles in my bag. Let me check. Make sure of that. I don't. Yeah, I do. I have a candle. How about that? I will take out my candle and I will kind of stick it in the dirt in front of the bones. I will
kind of wedge it around some rocks because it's more of a rocky area.
Yeah, and I think I can use prestidigitation to light candle.
Small flames, yes.
Yeah.
Or no, thaumaturgy does that.
Thaumaturgy does that. I think I can make a shower, or yeah. No, I can use prestidigitation. You can instantly light or snuff out a candle, torch, or a small campfire.
Then. Okay.
So he'll just kind of move his fingers, like finger talons over, and snap his fingers and light the candle, and just kind of say a little prayer to his giant owl god.
Okay, so you're praying to Altus?
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of like glance back, make sure no one's other than the hummingbird, no one's like peeping on him.
At this point, the hummingbird's probably like, all right, he's good, and then he's going to return.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, okay. I don't know who you are or who you were. I don't know why you were locked in behind a stone wall in a cave. Nothing but your stuffed animal. I don't know.
Actually, sorry, fair point. Altus or Titan? Because there are two Strig hearing.
The owl, we talked about this one before. It was the one that appears as the moon.
The one that appears as the moon is Titan.
Titan, yeah, that one.
Okay, just wanted to be sure.
Yeah, the spooky one.
For those at home, this is what we're talking about.
Big boy.
Also, with the look of the illusion that when Gerald does like a giant owl illusion, that's what it looks like. A giant, great big owl.
And if you group are interested, I can resend out the deities if you want to pick one for your characters. I know from the expression that Brandon said something in Nar speak, but I did not hear it.
Get it?
You did? What is going on? Is it me?
I heard something.
You will never know.
What?
Oh.
What?
You can't do your DM shit to a DM. What the fuck?
Meta.
All right. Yeah, so you say your prayer.
Yeah, so I'll say a prayer. I don't know who you are, but I hope you passed on by now. May Titan welcome you into his wings. And he'll say his little prayer and then snuff out his candle. He will take the stuffed animal and he will head back out. Still kind of feeling along the wall, see if he finds the other one.
Okay. Just for the hell of it, make me a religion check.
I'm such a horrible person. I heard them say my little prayer, and all I got in my head was in the name of the Father, Son, Holy Ghost, head, soldiers, knees and toes, strike your pose, hey Macarena.
Hey Macarena.
Okay. My brain started sing a little prayer for you, so.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting. 21.
Okay. You feel just a general presence of, a appreciation and acceptance as you are leaving.
Demon goat Satan appreciates your sacrifice and accepts it.
Well, the cool thing is, as I wave my chapstick, Titan.
Oh no, not the chapstick.
It says here, Titan is invoked at funerals and remembering those who've passed. So it was very appropriately chosen.
Also, part of the reason why I did it. I remember that from because I actually it's like what kind of thing? Like, oh, that's cool. Like, oh, look, he's also death.
Is there a goat? Is there a goat god?
There's not a goat god, but there's a servant god.
The deer.
You're the goat man.
I shall become the goat god.
There's Kyrith, who is a lawful neutral domain of life god.
All hail Sangzor, the demon goat.
So Kyrith is a stag.
Yeah.
That sounds nice.
Yeah. After he does that, he'll kind of feel around, see if he finds another secret tunnel within the secret tunnel of sadness that he found.
Make one more perception check.
Okay. Perception. 22. What the fuck?
There's nothing else in this cave.
I'm absolutely sure of it, though.
You are absolutely sure
I'm
there's
100% sure
nothing else in this cave.
Digital dice like me today. It's good. I didn't have any comments so far, otherwise they would have turned on me.
While that was happening, I'm going to do a character jump over to Nar, Red, and Zinzi's outside of the cave. You guys at this point would have had time for a short rest if you wanted. You three.
Yes, please.
Specifically you three, because you're not doing anything.
I need my action surge back.
I need my wild shapes back. I can now become the demon goat.
Oh god. I get my action surge and I get my grit point back. Yay.
Yay. All right. Did you guys want to have any discussion or anything as you're sitting outside the cave?
Zinzi's just keeping watch.
Okay.
I'm just going to be looking between them. Actually, I'm going to. Yay. I'm going to be sitting looking between them and then just start going.
Yes, at this point, I would say you have figured out that Gwen is not red and red is red. I remember that being a conversation.
And Gerald is not Zinzi's.
Mm-hmm.
Context clues. You've picked up on context clues.
Yes, that's right. Red, Zinzi's.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's right. She'll like pat his head.
Goes to speak, just gets patted and is like,
sorry. Red is gonna like sit back.
Putting you on my list.
She's gonna sit back and take out her flask. Start swigging.
I hope they don't take too long in there.
Yeah, well, let's just hope they don't get into too much trouble. Yeah, whatever you said.
I just hope they didn't go down the tunnel with the slimes in it.
I think they're smarter than that.
And Zinzi's is gonna do the look.
Well, I hope so.
Gerald bought a meteorite summoning guitar from an insane weasel. Do you really think he's that smart?
Swig.
I broke Sarah.
Nar is going to take out the little pouch he has for water and like mimic Red perfect, like.
Next time we get to, I need more of this.
Well, I mean, we'll have to head back to this town anyways before we head out. We have to pick up Frey from the prison.
Mm.
Which I still don't understand why we brought her along.
Nar has a chew toy. Nar has a chew toy. Some people want kids, some people want a dog. Why not have both? Get your Nar today. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have your 4-year-old chew on the furniture for once? Then you need a Nar.
Why did I imagine Nar was actually chewing on Zinzi's tail?
Like, why do I feel like we need buttons for Nar?
Yeah.
Need walk.
What?
Please.
Please.
Instead of Bunny the dog, it's Nar the chinchilla.
Yes.
Because you know for a fact Nar would abuse the ever living shit out of it and just like find one that annoys her and just be like, walk, 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 walk.
And then every once in a while, fuck.
How did we even get that button? That button was not there before.
And Red's like,
Junk's just hiding out in the corner, just like, oh my god, Junk and Nar can never exist in the same space.
I
Oh my God,
cannot.
No, it's not allowed.
There are some characters I really want to meet. Those two, not so much.
If you press this repeatedly, people will die, Nar.
Yeah, Zinzi is just like, why did we bring the angsty Vulpin that we don't like along?
you're calling me angsty.
I mean, I like you, though.
Oh, I like you too. No, but I don't know exactly why we brought her along. We could have just kept her in a cell. But
I don't understand why Gwen's so forgiving of her when she almost killed me. Kind of thing, I just don't understand Gwen right now.
Gwen is a very mysterious creature. She just, even I don't understand her sometimes. But I think she just has this motherly instinct about her that I don't understand because I'm not a mother. So
Nar will look at you guys as you're talking and be like, and like spit in his paws and like pull his hair up so it looks all spiky and be like,
Yeah, that's Gwen.
oh.
Yeah, but with that motherly instinct, she'll drop everyone in a heartbeat for the nearest cute, cuddly thing that she sees. No offense to you, Nar. You are very cute.
Nar currently chewing on his foot. Doing that thing that Stitch does where he's got his tongue halfway up his nostril.
No, like when we were fighting that worm, I'll admit I was terrified, and she just ditched me to go baby the chinchilla.
Well, if you think about it this way, we've been fighting things for an amount of time, and let's be honest, I mean, he's tiny. He practically is a baby.
Didn't you see him rip somebody's throat out in the cave? I think he can handle himself.
That's not the point that I'm saying. I'm saying that I think you've proven yourself to be a lot stronger than we had anticipated. That you yourself are able to handle situations that other people may not be able to. Now, I'm not saying that what she did was right or forgivable exactly, but what I am saying is that I think you are very capable of handling yourself, and with a new creature like Na, who we knew nothing about and only knew that he was so small and so young, her motherly instincts probably went to go take care of him to see if he was all right, because we know what you're capable of.
Still, it hurts just to be dropped like that.
Sure. It always hurts To be dropped. It's kind of why I left my father, to see if he would even care. The important thing is that we're here now. And that we're trying to get through. I don't think that Gwen meant any harm to you. I don't think any of us mean any harm to each other. There are going to be disagreements. There are going to be mistakes. You just have to let it go.
I guess you're right.
But hey, I think that you are very strong and very smart and very capable. And the way that you bounce off the walls, I can't understand how you do that.
That's from all the sugar from the maple syrup, honestly.
I mean, I could see that. You eat that like nothing.
It's not often I get to have pancakes, so.
Hey, enjoy it while you can.
Mm-hmm. But seriously, if they did just encounter a slime just now, you're gonna have to drag me kicking and screaming to go fight it.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to fight another slime either.
My big brother Finnick, he had gotten into a really bad fight with a slime and lost chunks of his fur because of it. So, and that's why I been scared of slimes ever since. Because they hurt my big brother. He's still missing chunks of his fur.
Slimes aren't fun.
Remember the first time we fought them?
Oh, dear gods.
I don't want to do that ever again.
Nope, me neither. She's gonna offer the flask to Zinzi's.
Because she doesn't drink often, she takes a small sip.
Fair enough.
Make a concept. No.
Your tongue every sip is constitution check.
My only
must be cautious.
My only character for sure who never drinks is Candela. Zinzi's will drink every now and then.
Rolls a 2 in the con save. Zinzi's this white girl wasted.
Tiny sip. It's all it takes.
And you ever see like the videos of the drunk squirrels because they ate fermented crab apples? That's Zinzi's after one sip.
I love that video so much.
We need to get back to the village so we can fight. We need to get back to the village so we can find this. So we can find this evil Vulpet. We need to go to Taco Bell.
Do not let Zinzi's near fermented crab apples.
Zinzi's, you need to let us do. You need to let us do our job. You need to get the hell out of my face, or I will doot you in the poot.
Red will get up from sitting down and kind of take a couple steps away just from the two of them, still like within earshot and stuff, but she's gonna like go over her rapier practicing. So
okay.
Zinzi's will still keep watch.
All right. Just so we don't have to go crazy, make a perception roll just because you're watching actively.
Watch me fuck it up. Oh no, 19.
It's pretty quiet. You can start to see some rain clouds rolling in, but other than that, it's quiet.
Looks like it's gonna rain.
No more giant snakes and no sign of slimes. You guys passed the river. They don't leave the cave.
Yeah.
We're
on the other side of the river. I had to make a quote. I had to.
I'm so happy because the mummy.
This is coming from someone who has never seen The Mummy, but I know that quote.
Oh my God, you've never seen The Mummy?
Seen The Mummy?
Uh-oh.
All of your rights to the word himbo have been revoked until you watch that movie.
It's so true because Rick fills that to an extreme.
Like,
I feel worse because you used a Rick audio for Darren and you expect me to duet it.
No. It just means that we will fix this. We will fix this.
Nobody gets to know this about me, but I feel this needs to be said. I have built a persona molded around the sheer imagery of trying to promote that Ron Swanson is my spirit animal. It's fucking not, okay? It's Rick from The Mummy. That's my fucking spirit animal, right fucking shit there, okay? Right? That is what I'm cute as shit and dumb as a sack of hammers. That is all I can provide to the world. I have great hair, great comedy, and I hit things good. That's about all I can do. And you've never watched a movie that has my.
Hey, Benny! Benny, I see you've made a new friend. You're my only friend.
God, I hate mummies. Never has a line with more venom ever been said. God, I hate mummies.
We'll fix it. We'll fix it. No need to feel bad. We totally are gonna have. We're totally gonna have a watch night. I
don't actually feel bad about it. It's a joke.
Okay. All right. So back to Galen, Gerald, and Gwen. At this point, Gerald has come out of the full tunnel and is back with you guys with a plushie. A dirty plushie.
Gerald?
Not there, dear.
I think I found a child's grave.
And you decided to rob it?
I don't think it's a child that's died anytime soon. The clothing that was wearing is from before the Humblewood. I think it's from what I remember from. Barnabas shoved a lot of books in my face. Some of them were on history. The time before the humble folk and the bird folk joined civilizations. It seemed to be some sort of ancient bird folk. I said a bit of a prayer for them, and yes, I took the stuffed animal. It's a little dragon. I like dragons. Okay.
Yeah, dear. Do you mind if I take a look?
Here you go. It's a bit dirty, but it's held up surprisingly well for what I would estimate is about, I don't know, 3,000 years. Not entirely sure. Very old. For some reason, it's held up quite well.
300,000 years, you say? Can I make a history check to see if it looks familiar at all?
You can make a history check.
But it's still a grave, and you took something from the grave. That's still grave robbing.
I don't think it was intended to be a grave. He kind of looks around the room and kind of looks back. The rocks were piled here. I don't think they were piled from the inside. I'm not entirely sure. They've fallen over now, so I can't really tell.
Oh, the poor
dear. It was very dark, but it's strange. There was nothing else there. I just found what was left of the body, that thing, and it was a series of tunnels. I found the wall in the far back of the tunnel, I believe, is where the river ends. So whatever sort of fall or whatever is there is quite cold. So I don't know why someone would tell someone I'm very confused as to what this was for.
It seems like the child might have gotten stuck.
Possibly, or they were told to hide there or something. I've heard of people who've lived in some small peoples who lived in caves, and they would use nooks and crannies like this to hide, children or, other people. But they may have gotten trapped, or they may have been put in there to hide them, or some. I'm trying to hope of non-nefarious reasons, but I've said my prayers to Titan, and I felt something. It seemed like appreciation, so I'm hoping if their spirit was stuck there, that they'll be able to move on now.
Oh well, I'm inclined to agree with Galen. Is it too far in? You were gone for quite some time. But perhaps you should return the teddy to the child, just to give them some comfort in the afterlife.
I might do that. Gwen, can either of you sense magic?
Hold that thought.
Imagine, do either of you have to detect magic? Because I do have it today. I have detect magic. Why didn't I forgot that I had detect magic?
If you want to wait another 10 minutes plus 6 seconds, I can cast it as a...
I mean, Joe, do you want to do a roll-off to see who'll do it?
Let me get an actual die. I'm not gonna
a bard and a wizard in a pissing contest. This is interesting.
That's not the first time this has happened. I'm sure it won't be the last. Okay. Rolling.
I'm going to go sit over here, guys.
What is that? That is a 15.
You're fucking kidding me. I got 15 as well.
Damn you!
All
right.
All again.
One more, damn.
All again.
Oh, damn it. Fell off the table.
Fuck. Shit. What is this bullshit?
We are so inept at rolling dice. Why have we done this?
Okay. 17.
I can't. Hold on. I have to turn off my light. I have to change the color of my light. I can't fucking read the thing. Damn you. Damn you. I'm home. Stop making me have to unfinger my thing. 18.
Okay.
Yes, there he is. 18.
Okay, so Gerald is casting Identify?
I'm casting Detect Magic.
Oh, Detect Magic? Okay.
I want to see if it is magic.
Okay. There is a magical aura on this plushie.
Can I tell what kind of magic?
It seems to be. It's almost like it should be transmutation, but there's a little bit of conjuration in there. It's strange.
He kind of like yeah, maybe we should put it back, and then he kind of like, wait, hold on.
I can identify it if you wish.
I would advise it. There's magic on it. I think it's transfiguration and conjuration. If this summons a fucking dragon, I'm going to be very excited.
If it summons a dragon, we are putting it back in the cave.
But what if it's a friendly dragon?
I'm not willing to take that risk, Gerald.
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
Gwen's just like sitting there staring at both of you like... What?
I imagine Gwen is just like, boys and their toys.
Galen, I also have identified for your short arm spells for today.
That is a good question. Actually, no, I'm fine.
I've also exhausted most of mine as well, so...
You see, like, because last combat, I mostly did cantrips and one high-level spell, and that's about it.
Ooh,
yeah.
You're crazy.
So, he will cast Identify on the
Dragon plush?
On the dragon plushie.
Okay. You cast Identify on this plushie. And it's not so much a this is this that comes to your head as you almost start to get like a feeling of connection with it. Like it's sentient. And you get a feeling of loneliness and fear from it.
Galen, what is that face you're making? Galen, is it alive?
It was sentience, yes.
We're not putting it back in the cave.
We are putting it back in the cave.
We're not putting it back in the cave.
Mm-mm-mm.
If it has sentience...
The more you talk about wanting to put it back in the cave, Galen, the more feeling of confusion and fear you get from it. It's almost childlike.
Give me the dragon.
I want to try something.
Keep it the fuck away from Glenn. Have another fucking mental breakdown today.
Galen is about to throw hands, like throw burning hands if Gerald is not too careful. Galen is going to start speaking Sylvan to it.
What? Do I speak giant owl? I didn't know dragons were going to be a thing, so I did, instead of taking draconic like I usually, I think it's the standard for me to do a giant owl.
Give me 1 second.
That was well over 1 second.
You're so funny.
LOL.
You see that, kid?
It doesn't really seem to understand you.
I mean, you could just try common.
Or
if it, from what I can tell from the thing, speak birdfolk.
I will also say the only thing that Gerald and Gwen know is that Galen is staring very hard at this stuffed dragon. You don't get any of these sensations. Only Galen does.
But is he talking to it?
Did you talk to it in Draconic out loud or no?
In Draconic, no.
No, in Sylvan.
Oh, sorry, Sylvan. Did you speak in Sylvan to it out loud? My mind said Sylvan, but my mouth said something else.
That's all right.
Like he would have muttered something in Sylvan, like what would have just sounded like, you know. It's like when Mitch is posed with an interesting situation, and instead of saying interesting, I'll say intéressant.
Yeah.
You know, like,
also we've lost a Brandon. No, he's not. He's down there being Sheldon.
The horror.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, a couple people have stepped away from their computers, but that's okay.
I think that my screen's rearranged.
All
when
right.
somebody
He did that. My screen's rearranged.
Turns off their camera. That happens.
Yeah.
But
sorry,
I'm still here. I'm doing something that requires my camera being off.
Oh, that's okay.
All right.
Diggity. Are you talking to that little stuffed dinosaur?
I think it's a dragon.
Galen, make an intelligence check for me, please.
Oh, goody! This is a very high modifier. This is a max modifier.
I'm asking the hard questions here.
That is 22.
22?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't. You've learned about dragons. You know about their fierce, ferocious nature and the sheer presence that they give off. And even though this is a stuffed dragon, you don't get that from this. There's a little bit of what would probably be like a draconic essence, but it's not nearly as powerful as like a full dragon.
Okay.
Your intelligence. There might be the soul of a pseudo dragon here.
I mean, if you're trying to talk to it, I think the body I found was bird folk. You could just start speaking avian to it. Maybe there's like an actual bird folk language.
The only bird folk now that I know is Orin.
Bird folk is a language in Humblewood itself that if you're a bird folk, you speak it.
Yeah.
Okay. He'll try bird folk and just say
here in the options menu because it's like
yeah, it's just not one of the language options.
He'll try bird folk and just say, do you wish to go back into the cave, or do you wish to be with company?
If you could get a telepathic head tilt in confusion, that's the sensation you get.
All right, he's going to do this in common now.
He says that in common?
Well, but yeah, he's going to say the same thing in common.
You get a very... This thing, you can tell already, it only communicates through a mild form of telepathy at this point. And it's definitely reaching out towards you specifically. It's towards you and towards not being in the dark hole.
Well, should we put it back then? Or do you want to take it with us? Drooling over it's not going to answer the question, dear.
Let's take it with us. I can't bring myself to put it back in the cave.
I mean, if it's been in there for as long as I estimate that body's been in there, it's been in there a very long time.
You get a feeling, an immediate feeling of relief and glee.
I think you found yourself a friend.
Is the dragon thing, you said it's red, it's not orange, with like spikes around its head in a circle?
It is.
Okay.
Let me describe it. Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need the composition of the fabric.
So it looks like a small cotton dragon, but definitely stuffed animal. It's got like black button looking eyes. It's got little felt spikes up and down its head and towards the back of its tail. It's got little wings. Just like a little dragon.
I mean, it looks like it survived over fairly well for... I mean, you didn't say a year, Gerald, but you said it's been a long time.
A very, very long time. I imagine it being magical of some sort has protected it. So it could do with a bath.
I was going to say, Galen is going to swirl his hands around it and cast prestidigitation to clean it pristinely.
Okay. You guys now can see it fully. It's just very nice, bright red fabric. It looks squishy and cozy as hell.
It's adorable.
All right, well, should we go back to the group, or do you want to continue exploring the cave? Because I'm down for either.
Let's head back to the group. We've been separated long enough, and we need to get into open ground as well, because I'm starting to get
claustrophobic.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Oh dear. I'll make you some tea once we get out.
That'd be lovely. Zinzi's bread and
He was like shuffle up.
Okay.
Gwen's just gonna like hobble at her like normal like not grandma pace, but like older.
Girl's gonna give one last look back at the cave with a bit of confusion.
I think you did everything you could, dear. Let's go.
I suppose you're right.
We can always come back.
I just hope I just hope I'm not going to be trying to solve a several thousand-year-old murder. Not on my list of things. I have enough things to do, not solving a murder from a couple thousand years ago.
Yes, that's on. And we exit the cave.
Okay, are you going all the way out to everybody else?
I believe that's where Galen's headed, and I'm Gwen is following Galen. But like with Gerald, I'm assuming in tow.
Yeah, I'm going along.
Yeah. So Red says, no. You literally see Galen holding a plushy dragon.
Red is practicing her with her rapiers, and she just like pauses and just goes, "Find a new toy."
It was a claw machine.
If I was the DM, I would have said take a 2d10 like psychic damage for that bullshit.
That was good though. Actually,
it's
very it's kind of alive.
So it's cursed.
Hey, you got a cursed item in the caves.
It's not cursed.
It's definitely not a malicious curse. Otherwise,
he would have left it in the cave.
I'm sorry. Curses can be not malicious.
well, yes, curse is just an effect, but someone could have a malignant curse that just makes it someone dormant in an item. Rather, there is the worst case scenario where a curse could make something very hostile.
Zenzi
experience with curses.
Galen.
My experiences in curses, especially on the sea, are not particularly nice curses.
Why?
Well, I found it in a secret passage behind some rocks that was stacked over an entrance, where I found a body that may be several thousand years old.
Oh, so you grave robbed.
So you stole from the dead.
Yep, you're cursed now.
I'm not entirely sure that was entirely the case.
Whose idea was it?
It was mine. I found the tunnel. I went to go see what it was. I said a prayer to Titan, and hopefully, and I got some sort of response of something, and I brought it out to see what it was, and if it was just a stuffed animal, I put it back. But according to Galen, it has some sort of sentience.
Yes,
You took from the dead.
He had a conversation with it. It wanted to come with him, I guess.
I'm sorry. If you're able to have a conversation with an inanimate object, that kind of screams bad.
No offense, dear, but look at our group. We've got a lot going on. I feel like that's kind of the least of our worries.
We don't need any more worries.
That's wishful thinking.
I get your trepidations. I absolutely do, Red. However, this seems to hold the intelligence of something childlike. It's fearful.
Probably the spirit of the body that you guys stole it from. You're cursed. You're gonna get haunted.
You know what? I'm not going to deal with this. No, thank you. And she just takes out her flask and walks away.
Wait, come back, dear. I found some gold.
No!
It's not from the child.
Later.
No. Gold.
No.
I'm concerned. She's never turned down gold before. And Gwen's going to start passing out 6 gold to each person.
Okay. Did you also want to look at that one different coin that you found?
On the walk back.
Nar is going to march off with Red. He doesn't know what, but he knows that something is upset Red, so he's going to turn back to everybody else and just be like,
I've got the gold. Come back for the gold.
He's going to turn back to everybody else and just be like, and then just take off after Red.
So cute.
In that little rodent hoppy way.
Yeah. And does Galen have any sense of what he said?
No,
he didn't say it in Sylvan.
Okay.
He said it in Nar.
No, he said it in Druidic.
Okay.
Zinzi's will take her gold and then follow after Nar and Red.
Is there a specific item that I can put that this equates to?
I'm actually finishing building it right now because the one that I saw for it doesn't quite match what I want for this object. So I'm adjusting the homebrew to what I like.
Okay, dokies. Just let me know.
Good question. Was there a fire? And if so, was I able to make tea in the short amount of time that we were outside the cave?
We never put a fire up.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys would have had time to.
Okay. Well, if they had a short rest,
we wouldn't have put a fire up.
Okay.
Midday and all.
True. Then yeah, Gwen will just kind of like look at Galen and say, tea when we get back to town, I guess.
That's fine. Galen is gonna like sit the plushie like into his sash belt, not where it's like, constricted, but kind of like where it just sits nicely.
Okay.
For what it's worth, dear, I think you've made the right choice.
Last thing I want is for something this innocent to feel alone.
That's a good mark of your character, dear. You're a good one. And she's going to do the loving pat on the cheek, and then she's going to hobble on after the rest of the group.
Guys, I'm gonna dip out. I'm not feeling too great.
Oh no.
I'm not feeling too great. I'm feeling really, really warm and a wee bit dizzy now, so I'm gonna step out. Right,
okay, dude.
Sorry, I'll catch you guys whatever days next.
Yeah, not feel better.
All right, dude.
Feel better, and glad you were able to join us this long.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Right. You're good, buddy.
Self-care is important.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I messaged Sarah like, "Hey, I'm crashing, but I'm still coming."
All good, guys. All good. As long as you gives me the heads up, we're fine.
Yeah. Partially why I said, hey, I might be late, because I was at the time slightly contemplating murder. Just like, I might be a little bit late.
Totally good.
Would we commit murder? We would commit murder. So yeah, I think we're all heading back to the town thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yep.
It's a relatively uneventful walk. You guys are able to keep an eye out and prevent any loud noises that might summon things like worms. And find yourselves back in the village.
And the people that we rescued got there safely as well?
They started heading there before, and as you come in, you see that 3 of the 4 are in the village in different locations. As you walk around, you can find them.
Okay. Gwen will ask if they all got back safely just as she's passing.
Oh, you're gonna ask one of the characters, one of the creatures?
Any of the random NPC people that we saved.
Okay.
You all got back all right?
Sure. Yes, well, one of us branched off in the forest, but they were heading to another town not too far from here, so they were able to get home, I assume.
Oh dear. I hope
Yes,
so.
we're all here.
Oh, well, good on you. Good health and all that.
Thank you again so much for your help.
Oh, think nothing of it. Now let's go get some tea, Galen.
Everyone else is more than welcome to join us. Should they so choose.
I'm gonna check on I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm just gonna check on Trey. Make sure she's been behaving herself.
Or not eaten by A&R.
That as well, or escaped, which is what I'm more concerned about.
You see, escape is the one I'm least worried about.
I mean, if she tried to escape while the giant polar bear was nearby, that's on her. But yeah, I will go to the jail and check on Trey.
Okay. We can start with those having tea and then do the conversation or checking on Frey, and then we can call it a night.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sure.
So tea.
Tea.
Are they going to the tavern for tea?
Where are we staying?
So there's not so much a tavern anymore in this town.
It did not survive the Nolan attack.
You guys
Red is displeased.
Red is very upset.
You guys spent the night at one of the local farmers' houses. A servant gentleman had agreed to put you guys up, and if you find him again, he offers again. He extends that offer to let you guys stay another night if you so choose. I mean, if you ask around, you can acquire more booze. You helped out a lot of people in this town, and while the tavern may not exist, it's kind of like any small town where there's not much else to do but work and drink. So
the peoples will have ample supplies.
Yep, there's supply. Whether it came originally from what was left of the tavern or they already had it, you don't know, but it's there. And you saved the town, and they're not going to charge you for it. So
she will have her fill.
Everybody loves free alcohol.
Yep. She's like, I'm gonna get drunk and I'm gonna pass out.
And it's easily done. And you can also add 2 bottles of dark liquor to your inventory, as people have supplied you for your journey.
Yes.
You also, as you guys are settling down and creating a little space for yourselves and setting up a campfire and tea, the elder of the town comes over and says, I see you're back already. I'm assuming that means that you were able to help with our little problem.
Yes, the Knoll Cave has been infiltrated and definitely exterminated.
That's the best news I've heard all day. I really appreciate this. Thank you so much for all your help.
Not to worry, as long as you are safe. But we are all a bit tuckered out, so we're just gonna relax the rest of the day.
Of course, I understand. I'm sure you can easily find lodgings with just about anyone in town after you helped, though I'm sure familiarity from, I forget his name, so insert NPC name here.
His name is NPC name here.
NPC name here.
It's pronounced NPC.
I knew I got it wrong. I have to go back. I went back and looked at the wrong session to find the name. That's on me.
It's
yes. So you guys are able to take up quarters there.
Galen is gonna make his like rounds around the people, just making sure everyone's okay. Providing assistance where he can. Actually, is there a place like where the wounded are gathered?
There has been kind of like a makeshift infirmary that's been created in the very center of town, where you guys have gathered that one night to fight off those that were the incursion that was occurring that night. And so a sort of makeshift infirmary has been set up there right outside of the elder's home.
Is there like a head medic slash nurse that I can talk to? This seems to be like the one organizing it all.
Make a insight check.
Okay. There are little divots in like the mat on my table, so it looks flat, but there's like little crevices.
Yeah.
And it was on the cock. I was like, what?
Yeah, it's fine. If it's cocked, it's cocked. I get it.
That's not any better. Oh wait, fuck! I forgot. Corvum's advantage.
You have advantage.
I'll take that. 15.
15? Okay. You're able to, by just watching what's happening, find one particular individual who seems to be kind of spearheading all of the running around. It's actually a squirrel gerbine. They more exist than just Zinzi's family. And just like you'd expect from a squirrel, they're running around like a mad person.
That's just my cousin Pedro.
It's a very they're very androgynous kind of clothing, very basic looking squirrel that's just kind of ordering around other humble folk and making sure the dressings are done properly and etc. etc.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
First of all, take a breath, because you look like you're about to go flush.
Yeah, I got lots of time for that. What do you want?
I'm offering help, and he will take out the 2 potions of basic healing.
Oh, well, hey, I'll take them. That's great. Fantastic. Takes them, puts them in the satchel, grabs a handful, just like a bundle of gauze and wrappings, and puts them in your wings and goes, you can go help out over there on that 3rd rack over there. Just need some redressing. Thanks.
Okay then.
And like has already left and is now like divvying out the potions.
So this is what a nurse on call feels like. Okay then.
Welcome to the emergency room.
Oh, I love the ER. Yeah, he'll help out. Medicine check to see how well he does.
Make 3 different medicine checks.
3 different.
With
Okay.
advantage because there's other people around who are helping out.
Okay, cool. Oh. I'll take that 19 total.
Okay. 19 for the first one?
Yep.
Okay.
14 for the second.
Okay.
Oh, thank God for advantage. Okay, and 17 for the last.
All right. You're actually it takes you a minute to kind of get into the flow. at this place because there's quite a few injured because majority of the town's guard in this town was wiped out of commission in the earlier raids. There's a lot of injured and it's a little overwhelming, but you get into the groove and you're able to help. And okay, what can I do? All right, what can I use? What spells do I have that are helpful? And you're able to keep up with the others in the area to provide comfort to these individuals who have been unfortunately harmed by recent events.
Okay. Cool.
Mhm.
And then I'm not going to take up too much more time with the TRP. So Galen will, once he's done, will have tea with Gwen.
Okay.
Gwen will also go help out at the tent after hearing about it from Galen.
Okay. So if you want to make a couple rolls as well,
Okay,
just with advantage, the 3 medicine rolls. Anyone else who wants to help out there, unless you guys are just getting day drunk, that's fine too.
We're getting fucking wasted.
Sweet.
So 19, 14, and 30, 20. I mean, I have
almost the exact same rolls.
Yeah, I have a medicine kit or a healer's kit too.
Awesome. So you were able to easily get into the groove, help out. Same things as Galen. It takes a little bit at first, but you're able to easily get into the groove, figure out, help out what needs to be done, who needs what's injured, and save some lives.
Cool.
Yeah.
While we're having tea, Gwen's actually not going to try to be too conversational. She's just going to smile at Galen and just like look at the plushie and just be like, "You did a good thing. He's a good guy."
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Galen will kind of look at the plushie, and with as much as a telepathic connection as he can sense, will give the plushie like a sense of, okay, you're under my protection now, and I hope that's okay with you.
You get a sense of comfort, a sense of relief, a continued sense of curiosity. There's still a little bit of that cautiousness that you would expect from just meeting a creature.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
And okay.
After how much time you have spent with this creature, you should now be able to, if you reload your character sheet, add stuffed pseudo dragon
to
your equipment.
That's some equipment.
I wonder if there's anything hidden in this little.
Please tell us if it is actually cursed.
Stuff.
What? No, it's too adorable to be cursed.
Gwen will also. So Gwen's going to use comprehend languages to understand Nar as far as like, does he want food? Does he need nourishment? Like, what are his needs? It lasts for an hour.
Okay.
And then after that, it's Galen, help us.
Okay. Without going into too much role play, because I don't like to take over guys' characters very much. We'll say you're able to get basic needs met. Basic conversation able to take place with a very ADD child. But
which
yeah,
means it takes a minute.
And
I'm able to get there.
I'm able to not like fall back into fawn over child mode.
Okay.
I'm able to resist this time.
I keep seeing Mitch's face.
Yeah, I
And
know.
I'm just like,
The stuffed pseudo dragon.
Oh, you're about to find out.
I've made my adjustments for it.
Paige has
originally. I think I added an image to it.
is,
Well, the full page.
Is it a red version of Paige's Squishables?
Yeah.
Oh, please say it is.
If I can, here,
Is
hold
it
on.
Desmond or Cornelius size though?
Cornelius.
I've just seen it. Oh my god, that's precious.
So for those of you who want to see, I have limited enough so that you don't get spoilers, but it looks like that.
Oh, that's so cute.
Holy fucking cute.
Sarah, what the fuck are your tabs?
Shut up. We're not talking about that.
We don't talk about it.
You don't talk about the tabs.
They are very important tabs.
Each and every one of you are special, and I love you.
All of those tabs are just for this campaign, okay?
Everything you can plan for and everything you couldn't plan for.
All right, so is there anything else you guys want to do before we jump over to Gerald real quick before wrapping it up for the night?
No.
No? Anybody?
Grass, eat ass.
Cool. Are alcoholics? Are you guys going to have any conversation? I mean...
This is the first time Red will see Zenzi's drunk.
Do you want to make a constitution save or just accept that you're getting drunk?
I mean, I'll make it.
Red is intentionally getting drunk.
Oh my god, I rolled a dirty 20.
You did.
I can't get drunk if I tried.
No, it just takes you a while. Like, you're like, wow.
You keep up with Red, which is
I can handle this. You're
it's not hitting me yet. When's it supposed to hit?
Just give it another drink or two. It'll kick in. Just leave it be. Let it happen.
I think Lindsay's is at the point where she's drunk, but she's sitting down, so she doesn't know it.
Oh, that's like the worst.
We all know that feeling, and then we stand up and go, "This is a mistake."
Yeah, Zenzi goes to get up and get another drink, and she face plants.
That's what your Constitution save got you. You don't realize you're drunk until you stand up.
Red looks down at Zinzi's who's face planted and just goes.
Suddenly appeared to be on the floor.
Good. Zinzi.
The drunk squirrel with the crab apples trying to get
Zinzi.
What?
You kind of look like a slime when you're sprawled out like that.
Slime!
I don't want to be today.
Wait, get up. Get up, wait.
I try to hop up and I can't.
Angel helper. Okay. Hear me out. When the others get back, we should totally spike their drinks.
I have sleeping powder.
She stole that from the. She stole that from
You think if they drink it, it'll still work?
She just goes.
She stole that.
That's brilliant. Absolutely. Let's do it.
I bet they're still drinking tea right now. I bet I could slip it in.
Wait, hold on. Wait. How is your stealthiness? Are you good at stealthing? I'm fairly okay at stealthing. What about you?
And she kind of tugs at her cloak. I think I can do this.
Oh my gosh.
I think I
Well,
can.
then again, I have stolen and pickpocketed people. I could slip it in the drinks.
Yeah.
I think.
Hold on. Just real quick. Checking in here. The plan is to Ruthie, Galen, and Gwen. That's what's happening right now?
Ruthie is such a strong term.
We're not looking to
We're
guys. We're just
melatonin into your tea.
It's like we gave you guys NyQuil.
Yeah. we just put a couple drops of Benadryl in.
Yeah.
Nope, not Benadryl. I made that homebrew.
GHB.
Be aware of what this will do, okay?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's go.
And I try to hop my way and I keep stumbling.
Yeah, you guys run.
Zizi, you distract them.
Okay.
And I'll pour it in.
Okay.
Okay.
This is old move me and my brother Finney would do to distract old Farmer Jones. We called it the wrestling acorn. I've got this.
All right. So we have Zinzi's creating a distraction while Red doses
sleight of hands.
Brett.
I make sure to hand her the sleeping powder very carefully.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't snort it or you'll pass out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So first, I would like Zinzi's. What are you going to do to distract so I know what kind of role this is?
Okay, so
I'm loving it.
I'm trying to come up with what wrestling acorn fucking is. Okay, what do I have in my pack? Okay, I have a dice set. I have a dice set, and it comes in a cup like Yahtzee, you know. And I'm like, hey, Glenn, Galen, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it.
Oh, hello, dear.
I like acorns. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it.
Did you want to join us? Come on in.
So, with that being, oh no, I froze.
Oh no.
Hold on. Yeah. Okay. I'm back. All right. With your choice of distraction, I would say roll performance. I will say drunk people are very distracting, so you have advantage.
I have advantage, thank God, because that was a 6.
Normally, you would think drunkenness would make disadvantage, but drunk people are very entertaining.
12.
12. Okay.
I'm just shaking around a fucking cup of dice going, acorns!
All right, so 12 is the distraction.
And I'm like, it's like they call me Cuban Pete kind of dance, and I have my tail going like that.
All right.
Yes.
So the distraction had a 11 base. So you managed to succeed on that, which means that Red does not need to roll with disadvantage for stealth, because it would have been disadvantage because of drunken.
Right.
Now it's just a straight roll.
Okay.
Wouldn't Nar be involved in this? This just sounds like a Nar scenario.
Oh no. And everyone else drinking the tea, which I think is just Galen and Gwen, roll perception.
That's a 23.
Oh my God! I beat a 23. You are muted, my dear.
And we don't
beat a 23 even with a nat 20 because I have a +1 in perception.
Oh shit!
15. No, wait, sorry, 17.
I'm not even going to make the roll.
Okay. In that case, Red, you are able, I have to ask, how much are you putting in the drinks?
Just a little bit. Like not a lot, just a little bit to make them go, man, I'm tired.
Like a pinch?
Like a pinch.
I don't like that face.
What? Because she doesn't want to put in a lot.
How much BHB do you put in our drinks?
You guys are gonna be tripping acid. Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm just gonna tell you, Gwen is gonna do that.
Also, don't do drugs, kids.
Yes.
Don't do drugs. Oh my god.
Don't drug your friends, kids.
Yeah. Please don't.
Drugs are not a prank. Don't prank.
We are not good role models, okay?
Nope. Red is not a good role model.
But also, kids, why are you watching this? This is not
for you at all. I don't know how many times
We are consenting adults.
Well, yeah.
All right.
Mitch and Brian could have said no right away if they wished.
Yeah, we always have
We
that.
can retcon the whole situation.
That's true.
But in game,
this is just too fucking hilarious though to pass up.
Galen and Gwen, you eventually do take sips of your tea.
Of course.
I would like you both to make me Constitution saves.
Ooh, it's spicy.
Why is it spicy?
I have a mug that says that now. I'm so excited.
That's 9.
Ooh. 15.
So excited.
God, we drugged the fucking raven.
I'm so
Wizard.
excited.
Both of the wizards. I just want to point out.
Yep.
The wizard.
I'm so happy about this. So you both take sips of your tea.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's good tea. It's
Gwen only makes good tea.
Why am I?
Wow.
You are
Wait.
both out.
Oh my god!
Where is it? Where was you?
Yep.
So instead of falling forward, Gwen's gonna do the thing that hedgehogs do and just like go into herself and like curl up into a ball and like roll away from the table.
Totally fine. You're both unconscious for 2 hours.
Yay!
Wow.
Zinzi looks to Red. What if I'll help give a good night's sleep?
She just goes.
Gwen like tumbles away from the table. She's gonna start throwing like.
I'm going to make a decision based on a rule. I do not stick my nose into the sleeping powder bag. I do not snort the sleepy dust.
Okay, good.
Mark, I did I tell you how many uses were in that powder when I first gave it to you? Or no?
Let me check. No.
I think 100 is what you said.
Pouch has 1d4 plus 3 uses, but you didn't tell me how many it had.
Oh, okay.
I thought okay. Well, one was used. Hold on. All right, that's actually pretty fucking good. So it's now down to 4 uses.
4 uses left. All right, I'll put that in my notes.
Oh, I had inspiration. That's all right. That was inspired roleplay, you guys. Good job.
Amazing. Is that the rest of the drunken
Please know that we
shenanigans?
would never actually spike your drinks in real life. Oh my god.
Same.
All right, with all of that, with Galen face down in the dirt, Gwen slowly rolling down the road. Gerald, you went to go check on Frey. And you get to the jail and are immediately greeted by a familiar Panzerbjörn polar bear. Doesn't think he's moved from the door.
Hey now,
Gerald.
covering all right?
Well, she hasn't moved if that's what you're thinking.
No. Are you feeling all right? You feeling better? Cold?
Everything's so small down here.
I understand that. Kind of.
But you are
I
small.
understand how that would be weird.
It is.
I'm gonna go have a chat with her.
He
You need anything?
slides out of the way.
Do you need anything?
No.
Okay, I thought I would ask.
Okay. So you enter. There is one more guard inside the jail. And Frey still in her cell, still shackled, and just sitting there and goes, "Oh, I see you've returned."
I know. Aren't you so happy?
Pleased.
Well, the Knolls shouldn't be much of a problem for a while.
Oh, that's good.
The leader almost died in their assault, and we finished the job as well as most of what was left of them. Turns out the leader was a Fang. Those bastards are troublesome, but he was already like half dead, so wasn't.
I will say Gerald would have no way of knowing that.
Or he knew he was injured.
Well, he wouldn't know that the leader was a Fang of Yanagu. He would have no way of knowing that.
Okay, my brain is mixing like what I know of Knolls.
I told you guys as players, but as characters, you would not know that.
All I know is he was big, very big, like grouchy.
Aren't they all?
Well, he's dead now, so.
So problem solved. We can all move on, right?
Something like that. He'll kind of look over towards the guard. Gonna give us a bit. I think someone out there is making soup. He said
So
he said that's like to the guard. Or whoever's guarding her.
Oh, he just kind of looks over. Okay, and heads out, and you can hear like a little conversation between him and Anar as he walks past.
Yeah. He'll take up the chair that I was using and sit it in front of the cell. Just kind of look at her. Almost there. If nothing else, decides to want to attack the town in the next, while. Oh, we fought a giant worm. Like an actual giant, like a WURM, I believe they're spelled. Size of a bloody mountain. Very angry.
Well, you of all people should know. The closer you get to that mountain, the more interesting things become.
Ah, yes. It's not an easy place to grow up, that mountain.
Where in the wood is there an easy place for anyone to grow up?
That is very true. I'm curious, Frey. What will you do if we're successful and all this pointless fighting is put aside and we actually have an actual goal of stopping the flames? If it is all the pipe dream that you might think it is, if it all does work out, what will you do?
How do you mean?
I mean, you did take to fighting quite well, but I suppose there are things that I would hope you would do other than continuing to fight, to live like I have the last 6 years. Traveling from place to place, fighting and, singing and playing, but a lot of fighting, a lot of dealing with troublesome people. I thought you might take the boys and open up a little shop somewhere. Perhaps become a traveling merchant like the lovely cat we were reintroduced to each other through. She's adopted a little, I guess you could say, litter of Jabin that were displaced by the fires as well.
Many were displaced by the fires. Some found refuge within the cities. Some were unable to secure any help and came to us.
That's what we were at the beginning. That's what I was raised to believe that's what I was raised to believe that we were. A refuge of people who were willing to do whatever it took to survive.
You were raised under the old leadership. That Basta was as selfish as they could come.
That's true. But I wasn't raised by him.
No, you were raised by worse.
His face almost, it's hard to tell because he's an owl, but his face almost looks kind of, for like a brief moment, there's like a flicker of fear. Do you know what Barnabas got up to? There's parts of my memory that aren't quite clear. I would remember waking up in the dead of night, being told I was going on a job, and then I woke up the next day.
Barnabas is a man of his own devices. He doesn't share them with many. He worked very closely with our previous leader and has been trying to get under the good graces of Benna.
Over the opportunist, my father. He kind of makes a face at that. That leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Especially considering what I know now, that I was stolen. A thief through and through.
That does not surprise me as much as it should.
He was a thief in the purest terms.
He's a prick.
He's a bastard.
I can't say I have any idea as to what's going to happen going forward. Nor do I think you're actually going to get anywhere near those doors successfully. But I might talk on your behalf.
That's why I brought you with. Well,
back then you certainly shouldn't have. You're an interesting group, that's to say the least.
Oh, you've missed it. We found a child that, according to our more brainy friend, is possibly predates most Jabin. We found an actual ancient child. He can turn into other animals. It's very strange. But he can hold his own in a fight.
Like I said, you are an interesting group.
A lot of them want to know, more than likely, want to know why I was so keen on bringing you. Yes, you are a way to get us in. Yes, you might be able to talk us to a table, if nothing else. And yes, my own personal ulterior motive is to get you back with your sons. It was my home. It was all that I knew. I understand why you were angry. You found out that I betrayed everything I was raised to believe in. And that I was then I dared stand against people who called themselves my family. But I want to help provide the coalition with a way forward that doesn't involve a pointless war. It will only end up with more people like the people already in the coalition. Myself and Galen were co-conspirators. I don't know what all I did for Barnabas, and I'm honestly terrified to find out. I will find out what he made me do. I will try and find out who my parents were, why I was taken, what I did, even if I have to strangle them out of him. I know. You did teach me how to fight. It's going to be an uphill battle in itself.
Don't underestimate him.
I never do. I'm surprised he didn't try and kill me when I left. Though he will be proven right in the end. His last words to me, you will come home. Not a question, not a simple statement. It was prophetic in a way. Because he knew no matter what I tried, no matter who I tried to become, I would always end up back in this fucking place. Back to him, for better or worse. I hate him.
Good. You should. He's a prick. And a dangerous one at that.
He's also the only father I've ever had. And that's not saying a lot. It's a conflicting feeling to hate the person who raised you, especially now knowing that they weren't supposed to be the one to raise me. I know nothing of my family. But he must have stolen me for a reason. It's a few days hike left.
Yes, not far now.
Kind of like Orges, kind of like I always said, you can drop the tough act for a moment. You're excited to see them again, aren't you?
A lot can happen between then and now.
But you wouldn't have agreed to this arrangement if not for them. That, and I don't think you'd fancy a prison cell. Granted, your current situation. Despite your current...
He just sits quietly.
But keeping a realistic perspective, I suppose, is important. Benna. That's going to... Barnabas in himself is a hurdle alone, but actually getting Benna to listen to anything, especially being a bird folk. I don't know if her prejudices run that deeply, but I am a traitor.
Make a persuasion check, just for the hell of it.
Yay, I'm good at that. Thing? Hello, thing? Okay. Refreshing the page. I think I left it sit for too long.
Mm-hmm.
Because it kept, like, I hit the button and it was like, it's not showing me the result. So I'm just like, okay. Persuasion. 18.
Okay. Benna is angry. Understandably so. Just don't expect these talks to go as you expect.
I expect she might try and stab me. I'm hoping to not live up to the least that expectation. I just needed to listen. Whether she does what I ask or not is completely up to her. I just need to get her to the table and get her calm enough to hear and understand. For all I care. In a way, she's right. But her methods are only going to cause more pain. It's only going to make the problem worse. She has her way. She'll rule the Alderheart in her perfect little utopia she wants for all of us.
She has no intention of such. Seriously. Like I said, don't expect these conversations to go the way you expect.
Oh, I do love surprises.
Should be fun.
Oh, I'm sure we're going to have just the most fun. I could do this all night, but I need to rest. I need to think of how I'm going to approach this. I'm not going to be the only one speaking, but I do also have to remind myself that stabbing Barnabas comes after negotiations, not before. He may not be in her good graces yet, but someone coming on diplomatic reasons, stabbing someone that says that wants you to trust them, is not a good way to open negotiations.
Hmm.
Do you need anything?
Oh, I think I've got everything I need right here. And she kind of like gives a little jingle of her shackles. Leave. Tired of listening to you moan.
Good night, Frey. He'll leave.
Okay. And with that, you step outside, see two of your friends smashed, snoring on the ground, and the other two laughing hysterically, while a small child runs between them all crazy. And we will call it a night there. Oh. I hope you guys had fun.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed it. For anyone who might be watching, thank you for watching. And a small little announcement. I'm planning on doing this on Twitch next time. Live streaming on Twitch and uploading the videos to YouTube. So it will still be on both and eventually on both. And I'm also planning to start actually Twitch streaming a few PC games with the understanding that I am a shit gamer, despite the fact that it's pretty much all I do with my life. So yeah, those are my big announcements.
Yeah.
Unless anyone has any other announcements.
Drink your fucking water.
You can join some Star Wars Mania on Wednesday, twitch.tv/turn2page, PAIGE 394. And GKC Madness on Fridays, same Twitch handle, as well as Finn Delver on that Twitch channel, and Pandor next Monday. So
same channel.
We are nothing.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Everybody just mooches off of me.
And next week is the start of Tales of Yggdrasil.
It'd be fun.
Yeah, which will be on my channel, mnchief_.
So
finally, somebody not mooching off of me. I'm just kidding. I love it when people mooch off me.
I mean, if you want to also put this on your channel, you're welcome to. It's like 2 buttons for you to press, but that's up to you. I'm not going to make you do it. You just feel like you need one more day for people
Nice not having to deal with slobs every Monday.
There we go. All right. Well, thank you all for joining us, and thank you guys for playing.